Testing 1, 2. Mother as teaching for you. It's important.
Alice Springs and Central Australia is a place of extremes and complexities, with disparate and disconnected politics, priorities and agendas. A place that is both mythologised and demonised. Alice holds a distinctive position in the national psyche. As the key CACD practitioner in Central Australia, Incite engages in community-led arts to build arts frameworks that unite community groups on a common platform of celebrating culture and identity.
I've been really impressed with the way Incite delivers its services. One of the most significant nights for me was I went to watch a performance of Close to Me. I realised Incite managed to bring together a broad cross-section of the Alice Springs community, not just social service providers or people who are concerned about social justice, but people who came together because their lives had been touched by young people with disabilities who were in Alice Springs.
When I was in remote communities, people were talking about having seen that performance, and it was also mentioned by an MLA in Parliament as an example of extremely moving and important arts performance in Central Australia. In
a place where people can fly in from Sydney or Melbourne, work in their place of work during the week, turn on their cable TV after hours, and in 3 months' time go back to where they came from and say, I've had this great territory experience. We need these events. We need these events which say we are a community of all types, we are a community of all colours, and we are a community of all abilities. And when we're together, we are strong.
Working with broad constituencies across diverse art forms with highly skilled professional CACD practitioners, Incite offers tailored programs for strong cultural engagement to build communities that are more resilient, inclusive, cohesive and positive.
One of the things we love about working with Incite is the incredible dedication and passion that comes from the organisation across the board.
I've worked for Incite for a long time and I really value their place in the community. Alice Springs is a very transient place and things come and go and change constantly. And Incite has a long-term reputation in this town. They've maintained quality staff for a long time and people are familiar and aware of their place and what the services that they can provide.
Collaborating with partner organisations, Incite develops safe and culturally appropriate creative environments and brings new participants and audiences to its work.
Recently we did some work at Santa Teresa and we got Incite out to come and talk to the board. It wasn't just the Incite staff member talking to the board, it was a woman who had relationships with those board members for years, knew them as children, worked with them when they were young people, worked with them when they were developing skills and talents that they didn't know they had. That depth of relationship is what Incite brought to that meeting.
This year we're going to try and do some art, based on murals, trying to send a message across to these young people about, a better life. And I'm looking forward on working for the first time with Incite Art, and I'm looking really forward to see what the future's going to bring for us.
After more than 10 years of CACD practice in our region, Incite now aims to build connections between cultural groups, redefining how we see and value each other and the role we all play in defining Central Australian as well as the national cultural identity.